My next goal was to be a teacher, which I did. I was with Gallup for 30 years. He and I have done some really neat things. He might say that I'm a hero. Childhood hero.
I have to call him Hess, is that all right?
My name is Bobbie Roesler. I am an executive secretary for the Entrepreneurship and Information Technology Focus Program.
My name is Jack Brestel. I'm a teacher at the Entrepreneurship Focus Program.
My name is Michelle Fonck, and I work with Hess Dyas as a teacher on the Entrepreneurship Focus Program.
I have known Hess Dyas for going on 5 years. He is my security entrance monitor for our programs. And why he is a role model to me.
Hess is a role model because, first of all,
Mr. Dyas and I have known each other for several years now. I think one of the things that makes him a great role model for our students is that
he is a man of knowledge beyond belief. He can talk from basically recipes to politics, anything from A to Z.
My favorite job, working with the Gallup organization. I sold and conducted seminars all around the country and in Canada, and that was wonderful. Although I absolutely loved a job that I had. I lived in Denver for 4 years, and I was a one-person operation with the Denver Public Library.
he's sincere. Hess says what he means, and he follows through. If you were to look at his Gallup strengths, one is that shows that he is one of his strengths is responsibility.
I think a definition of a hero to me is someone who puts themselves out there for an issue or for something that they really believe in, and in doing that, they're really taking a risk to their reputation and sometimes their life. And I particularly, when I think about people I see as heroes, Abraham Lincoln, a historical figure, has been one of my major heroes. And then during the Civil Rights period, I just couldn't believe the heroism of people like Martin Luther King and Medgar Evers and Rosa Parks and people like that. So those are the kind of people that I see as heroes.
he is always kind to them, always ready to say hello and welcome them to their day, as well as wishing them a good afternoon as they leave our program. He also makes an extreme effort to get to know every student's name and a little bit about them, and I think that sends a message of community and that we care about our students, and I think our students respond very well to him as a result.
The most important thing I've learned is how important family is. To me, family is just, there are a lot of things that are important to me, but family is very, very important. And taking care of each other and making sure that things are right for each other, that would be the most important thing.
He could be retired, but he chooses to still be active and work, and he really cares about the community and kids, and he teaches along while he's still willing to learn things.
I have a hard time comparing myself to some of those people that I've mentioned, but I really believed in some things when I ran for Congress. And in a way, yes, I did put myself out there, because I remember Jim Exon, who was active in the party at that time. He was really concerned. He said, Hess, you don't have the financial background to do what you're doing. I think you're going to get into some financial trouble. But I was married, I had 3 children, and I decided I wanted to run for Congress.
As the security person for both programs, he loves the students. He is responsible not only to them, but also for them. He works here mainly because of the students. He's well-read, he's a learner, which also is one of his strengths from Gallup.
Probably the long-term goal was to go back to teaching, which I did with the Gallup organization. I taught seminars, and I think teaching has always been sort of a major goal.
Personally, as a teacher, I think he also can be a role model. He is quite an accomplished businessman and has lots of great stories to tell about his experiences. I particularly have enjoyed getting to know his strengths from the Gallup Strengths Finder and talk about strengths and our shared interest in what those strengths are and how they play out in each other's lives.
So I stepped out there, and it was really interesting because we were hard-pressed financially. My wife was not working. All of a sudden, I wasn't working because I was running full-time for office. And some people gathered around us and did some interesting things. It's kind of embarrassing to talk about it now, but they had what they called pantry parties. And the people would show up and they'd bring bags of groceries and toilet paper and napkins and all sorts of things like that. So we just kind of existed. The five of us in the family, and I ran for Congress. So in a way, yeah, I put myself out there. It wasn't a life-threatening kind of situation.
He's active in everything. The man still runs. He runs different marathons. He goes to Colorado and climbs mountains in the summer. He is phenomenal. Most of us at his age will probably not be doing that.
That I think heroism, first of all, is based on some beliefs and some values, and then the willingness to speak out for those values and to put yourself on the line. But I think it begins with really defining yourself to begin with.
I couldn't think of anybody better to be a role model than Hess Dyas.
I mean, he fights for what he believes in.